expulsions and deep divisions across party lines, with prominent figures caught in the crossfire. One of them is former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose, who was recently suspended, or expelled rather, by the Makinde faction of the party. Is with me on the program tonight as we take a closer look at the roots of the Makinde-Wike dispute, his expulsion, the wider PDP crisis, and its implications for Nigeria's democracy. Joining me for this conversation is former Governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose. Good evening to you, sir. Compliments of the season. Thank you for joining us on Politics Tonight.
Thank you very much.
It's been 2 years since we last had a conversation. How are you today, sir?
And good evening, Nigerians.
Right. So, before we get into local politics, let me take you up on the developments in Nigeria's security sector. U.S. President Donald Trump confirms big numerous airstrikes on terrorist camps in Sokoto from warship. And the federal government also has cited structured intelligence cooperation, and the War Secretary has thanked Nigeria for support. What's your perspective on this?
Well, a nation that is not secure is no nation. Whether the challenges are in the north, in the south, in the east, or in the west, security comes first. That is why you see when they do budgets, when they fix budgets, the amount of budget they fix in terms of security are quite huge, because the people matter. Security of the people is all that matters. So let me equally express appreciation to God that an event where we have an intervention that can take care of ISIS and related organizations who will not allow us to sleep. For America and for President Bola Tinubu and his team, I read in the media space that there were no casualties, but there were intense effort to hit on the ISIS and related organizations, which is to me a welcoming development beyond a Christian and a Muslim dichotomy that was painted. Today, I saw residents who gladly said there were no casualties, but the actions of the American government impacted more on the ISIS. This is a welcome development. Anything that can take you to that junction of being secured. We've been in this for too long. And I want to say here that it's a welcome development for us to be at peace. If they can take out these elements, the country will be at
All right. But there are concerns that this may likely threaten our sovereignty as a nation. Are these concerns valid?
Those are all sentiments. You know, Nigeria, when there are issues, they will go into sentiments rather than the real issues. So for me, nobody has come. There's no way Americans will know you are a Muslim or you are a Christian. There's no way. So it's not targeted at Muslim communities or Christian communities. It was targeted at the enemies of Nigeria, encroaching on our borders, taking over our country. So it is welcoming. It is a good development. And I want to say to you, no nation, not even President Bola Tinubu, will want to compromise this nation for presidents, whereas he is a Muslim, and cannot equally compromise for Muslims, whereas he's a Muslim. So what is important is to eliminate these elements for the good of Nigeria.
All right, before we move on to local politics, finally, what do you say to the Bola Tinubu administration about taking charge internally? Yes, foreign support is important, it's needed at this point, but what do you say to this administration about taking charge and ending this crisis internally?
May I say to you, it is not an easy thing to govern this country. This country is founded on too many sentiments. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm from the north, I'm from the south, I'm from the east. no Nigerian president or any in our history has achieved putting this country on the right path in terms of sentiment. What I expect of a president is to continue to do his best. The president didn't shy away that. The government did not shy away from the fact that the actions of the American government to hit on the ISIS were not known to them. They confirmed the fact that as long as this is hitting on the enemies of Nigeria, whether you are a Muslim or you are a Christian, you must welcome anything that can take out the Boko Harams of this world, the ISIS of this world. We won't sleep if they're still there. Right. So, as much as possible, so far, so good.
All right. Thank you, Governor Fayose. That's like the most important story out there today, so it was important to get your perspectives on it. So let's move on to local politics. Since our last conversation, a lot has gone wrong with the PDP. A lot more is still happening, I mean, part of which you'll hear tonight. PDP had 11 governors in January, ending the year with just 4. As someone who was once a governor under this platform, under the platform of this party, how do you describe that?
Well, when there's a deterioration starting from the head, the common Yoruba man will say, when the fish decays from the head, then there's problems. When the fish decays from the body, you can cure it. Yes, politics is about interest, but it should not be a mad interest. Let me start by saying that the excesses of Governor Makinde must be contained if this party will remain. I've been a consistent Nigerian, and I want to stand here to tell me, Ayodele Fayose, that anybody has confronted me with what I said many years back, and today I said something different. And I'm saying it again. I've said it in several fora. I'm not a member of the APC, and I will never be. The simple reason is this. You don't have to jump from one party to another to help the country. Most of the governors that jumped on their own interest. What they feel will secure their future and their people. And I wouldn't blame them, I must put that. When the PDP started sinking, I came out, I spoke to Sheon Kimbalue, I probably spoke to you as well, that the PDP would have a lot of challenges. Let me call it via to Governor Wike. Governor Wike did not hide to say that what Atiku agreed with them, he did not do it. He was straight up, he fought that cause. He didn't fight it alone. Governor Makinde was part of the struggle. Governor Epiasu, Governor Enugu, Governor Benue.
That's the G5 alliance.
The G5 alliance. They stood their ground. They met the president severally, without doubt. Let me equally say that. Majority of the people that has decamped today saw them as traitors.
So the G5 governors are traitors?
As traitors. And if you sit back, the presidential candidate of PDP left. The vice presidential candidate left. The governors, senators left. So that means Wike has been vindicated. What they never saw, Wike saw earlier on.
But they also said they were leaving, or they are leaving because of Minister Yeso Wike's excesses and dominance over the party.
You can't leave because of Wike's excesses, with all due respect. You can't leave for where Wike left you and you went to APC. APC, you went there. I said it earlier. It's not a bad thing. When you are not sure of your future, you must move. The fact that I do not want to move, or I don't want to move, does not say they are doing the wrong thing. But the fact that he clearly states that Wike did the right thing at the time he was moving. But let me ask you a quick question, and ask everybody a quick question. What has gone different? What has happened differently? Wike said, I'm leaving. He left. He did not leave. He believed that the party can be managed, but was appointed by the president thereafter. Yes, they met with the president with all assurances and promises. Makinde was a governor of the PDP and frontline governor at the time. I was a former governor. Let us ask ourselves, what has gone bad? What has gone, what went out of shape? Number one, just listen, because it is an opportunity to educate Nigerians, because we are insiders. Nigerians are not insiders. I listened to Governor Makide when he was talking. I was there for the 2 hours. He said the president promised that I will give you a minister, but the president did otherwise. But the same president, the story of Governor Makinde was incomplete.
How?
And that's what I want to clear now. Stop painting the president black. Give him credit where he deserves to get credit. The president of Nigeria, let me tell you now, has some powers. Powers that the Constitution has bestowed upon him. One of the powers is that when there is an issue in states of Nigeria, he can intervene. When there is a need for him to take steps, he will take steps. Support, is supposed to intervene. I recall, and I want Nigerians to listen to this. My name, again, is Ayodele Fayose. The president of Nigeria, yes, you wanted a minister to be appointed. Circumstances did not allow you to get that slot. But you did not tell Nigerians you got at the prerogative, at the mercy of Mr. President. You got a 50 billion naira in support of the explosion in Ibadan. You never said that to Nigeria. So the president can say the explosion is not worth more than 10 billion.
Okay, all right.
The president went ahead and gave you the window to be able to contain those challenges and give you 50 billion. That 50 billion did not come into your coffers of your state. It came with you coming to interface with the president, because you came and said you met with the president. You only said a part where you said the president told you that go and organize APC for me, and I said I cannot organize. But you did not tell Nigerians what the president did for you and did for the good people of your state. Because the governor is supposed to be the face of that state. So please, while we are condemning the federal government, while we are condemning PDP, while we are condemning Atiku, we must have full disclosure in fairness to the people that has done good to you.
But do you think he is upset, that's the governor now, Governor Makide is upset because the president went back on his promise? Because according to him, he said the president told him to get him a ministerial nominee. Yes. He sent the name to Abuja, yes, but the president didn't act on it.
May I say to you very carefully, in my own interest as of Fayose, the president told me that I wanted my son to be part of the elected members of the House of Reps at the time of the election in 2003. I went to his former house in Asokoro and I met with him. He said, Ayo, please allow that nomination of the APC to roll. In due course, when I become president, I will do all I can to support you and support your son. I stand here to say that the fact that my son has not been supported does not pull down the roof of the country.
Okay.
It does not destroy nothing. After all, I just said to you, Governor Makinde got 50 billion Let him say I'm lying.
Can you verify that?
I'm not here to come and tell stories I can't support.
Because, you know, this is live television.
Excuse me. I don't want to come here.
Sir.
I don't want to come here and be showing federal government documents and transfers to Oyo State. I was once a governor. I must stand very responsible to allow the documents of government to be flying on television. Maybe you are not aware of there was a bomb blast in Oyo State. During the visitation and several visitations, Governor Makinde told Governor Wike, as long as Ayodele Fayose will follow you there, I will not follow you again. And Governor Wike told me, Ayo, please, for us to achieve this goal, don't be angry. And I took it to heart. I was okay as long as these things are achieved. Let me quickly go from there. These things didn't start today. A year ago, I saw a flyer. When I say a flyer on the social media, endorsing Governor Makinde for president. We must say what is causing the fight. What is causing the disagreement? We must be honest. We must not hold on to a side of this leaf and blackmail anyone. Governor Makinde came to my house, my residence. I said, Your Excellency, I saw some boys flying a kite about you becoming president. You never told us, do you want to be president? He said, no, I should not mind them. They are all looking for money. And what I'm saying before Nigerians today, one thing that will end all of us is death and God's judgment. I come here to deceive Nigerians, let the judgment of God come upon me. Governor Makinde told me, Your Excellency, I should ignore those boys. There is no reliable, meaningful Yoruba man that will be used to confront President Tinubu.
You feel used and betrayed?
I don't have to curse myself because of this. I don't have to.
So he came.
He said if any Yoruba man, no Yoruba man, not even himself, will be used against President Tinubu. I don't have any other thing to accept other than to believe that story. My sister, let me say this to you. About 4 weeks after, Shewo Kimberly of Channels Television asked me that we are all shouting a Southern president to complete 8 years tenure. That I should make a choice between Peter Obi, President Tinubu, and Governor Makinde. And I came on the television and I said it. Governor Makinde, don't drag him into this. Governor Makinde is not contesting to be president. He told me this. Let me equally tell you, with all respect, that he will never be used. And he gave me reasons why he will never try it. And I said, let us leave Governor Makinde. And I did that in the honor of Governor Makinde. So
there was a perfect relationship between yourself and... So when did this relationship go
And that was
south?
why I asked you, what has gone wrong? G5. What has gone wrong? It's only ambition. Nothing else.
All right.
Which is legitimate. You don't have to lie about it. If you want to be president, it's within your own purview to say, I will contest. That is the truth.
All right. I intentionally asked you when that relationship went south because there are those who are saying you've chosen Minister Wike over the party, and that's why you got expelled.
No, I didn't get expelled.
Yes.
I take exception to that.
All right, sir. We have to go on a break now, and when we return, we'll expatiate this conversation. Stay with us, everyone. Thank you very much for staying with us, everyone. This is Politics Tonight, and tonight we're examining PDP wider crisis, Governor Makinde versus Minister Wike. Former Governor Ayodele Fayose is on the program with me as we examine the root causes of this internal rancor within the PDP and what has caused the destabilization of the PDP and how did the G5 alliance go, sour. Thank you very much for staying with us on the program. former Governor Ayodele Fayose. So your critics say you were expelled. One, have you collected your letter of expulsion? Second, they say you got expelled because you were so close to Wike. Were you expelled because you were seen wearing a PDP-branded face cap while campaigning or while on the campaign ground of Governor Yebaji's second-term campaign tour, or the long-standing row you've always had with the leadership of the party?
Well, let me say to you, when you talk about expulsion, talk about if there is a party. At the moment, there's no party.
There are still 4 governors in the PDP.
A year ago, we never had a party. I've said it to you, this party is having all these issues because of the ambition of Governor Makide. His ambition founded on very weak grounds. If the ambition, let's leave Wike out of this. If this ambition is well founded, why are the governors jumping beds? Why are they jumping out of water? They are supposed to stay with him. The governor of Osun did not attend the convention. He's a southwesterner. Let us look at it critically.
I mean, he's scared because, some say he's scared because there's a likelihood that his second-term ambition may be jeopardized.
You know why it could be jeopardized? Why he ran? There are 2 main people in the Constitution and the Electoral law that is empowered to submit the names of candidates. The national chairman of a party and the national secretary. The national secretary is on one side, the chairman is on another side. INEC will not receive correspondence from either of them. That is the issue. And let me say to you, for Governor Osun to take to his heels, that was why I told you I won't blame them. He knows that the electoral law says INEC cannot receive correspondence from either the secretary or the chairman, rather the 2 of them at the same time. That was why he left. And the moment you start a process somewhere, you are tied to that process. So in the instance case, the problem of PDP is Governor Makinde. If you say, I will explain to you, 11 governors, according to your own words, in 2003, has turned 4. So it's Wike that removed the governor of Delta from PDP. It's Wike that removed the governor of Akwa Ibom. Are you telling me it's Wike that removed the governor of Taraba?
I mean, Governor Makide says these governors are leaving because they cannot stand the excesses of Minister Wike.
May I say to you, they are leaving because they can no longer stand on a embattled PDP. Wike did not just make his position known. It was in 2003.
What position is that?
That Mr. President must be supported. Wike did not hide. I did not hide. Makinde did not hide.
Boy, he has a right to change his mind, doesn't it? Doesn't Sheyi Makinde?
Nobody is stopping him. He has changed. And that was, you asked me, where are these problems coming from? And I'm educating you. Let me tell you, I spoke to Governor Makinde. He called me after an interview like this with He said, what he told me about not contesting against the president was private. It was not, I was not supposed to make it public. And I was doing it, let me say it, in his interest, so that they don't drag his name into the contest. But the same Governor Makinde went to the public and said all the discussions he had with the president, and said he's not going to be part of the president's re-election. But who is begging him? The question which you're asking is this. Let him contest. And I'm telling you, Governor Makinde's candidate will not contest under the platform of the PDP. His candidate, like the governor of Osun, is contesting under accord. Makinde will join them in that accord or somewhere else. I'm telling you. Because this journey, we know it more than each other. The fact that you are a governor, you have money, you have resources, does not make any difference. These issues are very clear. So let me tell you, if you come out and say the president asked you to go and organize APC, that is gone too far. That's private between the two of you. I fought Buhari from the beginning to the end. I didn't shy away. I did not visit Buhari because I don't want to have anything to do with him. When they said they were going to take me to Buhari, I said no. Don't come and tell us you went to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You had an understanding with him, and now telling us different stories. You have said it that you are not going to work for him. Let me tell him and remind him very clearly that it is not all about popularity, if at all his claim is popular. And let me equally tell you again that if you go to your state, maybe Governor Makinde does not go to the grassroots. When they tell him some people are frying akara, he said he's frying his own akara. We will see whose akara will be fried.
You think he does not have the national spread? Excuse
me, I'm not talking about national spread. I'm talking about your state. National spread. Babu. National spread. Don't let us ask, where are Governor Makinde's people in the north? Don't let us come here and be playing to the gallery.
But
where are Governor Makinde's people in the southeast?
Can you hold on? Is the current governor of Oyo State. So why then do you think you can undermine his
I'm not undermining anybody. I'm speaking.
If he won that election clearly twice.
Governor Makinde said he became a millionaire. He got a contract and got his first $1 million in 1997. I became governor in 2003. Governor Makinde said Governor Wike was a council chairman. May I remind him that Osinbajo was, with all due respect, His Excellency Osinbajo was Minister of Attorney General under Fashola. But the same Osinbajo became the VP after. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What comparison are you drawing? Everybody has a line of growth that God has designed. I'm not saying Wike is a saint, but I'm saying that Wike's rise is of the Lord. That's the way it is. Makinde himself contested in 2011, failed. 2007, failed. 2015, failed. If the Lord has given you the window, don't come and threaten us. Don't come and tell us stories.
You see him as a threat?
No. What I mean, like, all he was saying, you understand, does not a lie. The current governor, the immediate past governor of Oyo State that passed, immediately he passed, Governor Makinde accused him of certain infractions. This matter was brought to my house. I invited the two parties. I might no longer be important to him. And the matters, we looked at them. Governor Makinde was just looking at the time for anything to indict the former governor. So the governor got angry and walked out on all of us. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. I was governor. Fayose was so loud. Wike was so loud. When you leave that office, the platform is what we all rely on. Where is the governor of Edo now? The former governor of Edo? Why did he not wait? Why did he not wait now? Let us see for Makinde finish. So when you are talking, you must talk and remember that there's a tomorrow. Don't come and tell us stories.
So, Governor Fayose, tonight you've established that the major reason for this internal crisis within the PDP
is simply Governor Makinde's ambition,
presidential ambition,
which is normal.
But he continues to say that Minister Wike's role as FCT minister in an APC government amounts to anti-party activity.
Can I remind you?
And that's the reason the party has been...
Can I remind you, with all due respect, if you are going to that way, one of the strongest allies of Awolowo in Nigeria, strongest allies, I didn't say an ally, was a Bola Ige, was a Ebenezer Baba Tope from Osun, was Baba Kekere, what they call Jakonde in Lagos, and many of them like that. They took ministerial appointment under Abacha. Awolowo himself became the vice president of General Gowon, a minister We're waiting for him. Don't let us fool each other. The facts are before us. If the president has allowed Governor Makide's candidates, he said it that the president said he should bring somebody, and he brought somebody. He was only not selected, which means Wike too came, was selected. So you can see where the problems are coming from.
So you're clearly backing or defending.
I'm not defending. I just made an analogy.
Perceived anti-party activities.
There's no anti-party activities. There is no anti-party activities, with all due respect. Serving in a government in Israel, Netanyahu could not form government. Most countries of the world, the presidents couldn't form government. In South Africa, they couldn't form government. They had to go into alliance with opposition.
But how does that arrangement help PDP's credibility as an opposition party?
PDP has no credibility right now.
Are you saying this?
I am sending it on the live television. Are you saying this because
he's been expelled?
No, expelled. We expelled Makinde and co. Those who went to Ibadan Convention, Governor Fintiri said they were not part of the expulsion. Governor Plateau came out and said we were not part of the expulsion, that it was smuggled into the program. It's there in the national news. They came out and said it.
Some say they did that because they were scared.
I can't be bothered.
They said they did that because they were scared of Wike.
Yes, they should be scared of somebody. In politics, it's either you are scared of you or you are scared of them. My name is Fayose, so people are scared of me, and I'm scared of some people too. I've come here to tell you that Wike is a crazy guy. Be his friend, good for you. Be his enemy, he will consume you. The journey of life is about interest. It's not about your father's family. So don't go there. This newscasting that you are doing is acceptable.
If this is acceptable, Governor Fayose, where do you draw the line on anti-party behavior? And I'm asking because, also related to this, when there is conflict between, for instance,
what did Governor Makide do?
Can you hold on, sir? When there is a conflict between APC federal interest and, say, PDP opposition goals,
yes,
whose side do you expect Wike to choose?
Now, I ask you again. When Governor Makinde, because we should not forget the focus. The focus is the G5. Your argument and your storyline is talking about Makinde and Wike.
Yes.
Is Makinde now born again? I should ask you that question. Is he born again? He said he regretted supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His regret will become a reality at him in 2027. Let me say that. And I will come back on this platform to say Makide's candidate did not make it. Watch what I've ever said in this country. I will come back here to tell you Makide's candidate did not make it. Let me tell you, in 2027, Makinde was the one in front speaking at Atiku, PDP. They don't do this. When did Makinde become born again? What went wrong? Because they didn't pick his candidate as minister? So I should fight Ashwaju because he did not put my son in position?
He said this is about the survival of democracy.
What is democracy? What was democracy?
Nation, so we don't end up one-party state.
What is the democracy we are talking about? Tell me where Ashwaju has invited the PDP governor that you have a record of. Just one meeting where we have caught Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu persuading a PDP governor. Okay, if he's persuading them and they are coming, I came here and said I don't want to support him. I don't want to be APC. I don't want to be APC. I am entitled. They wanted me to meet Buhari, the then Attorney General, the then Director of GSSS. I said, I'm not going. We all have a will. Nobody drags you to another party if you don't want to go there. The G5 and all of us, and those that work for Peter Obi physically on the ground, what did we do at that time? If you say it's anti-party, what did we do? No, that's a simple question. Governor Makide and the G5 were celebrated by bringing and supporting Ashwaju. Did he just wake up from his slumber to say Ashwaju does not matter anymore? When they gave him 50 billion for the explosion and many opportunities, because they didn't make your man the minister of, what did you call it? Minister of, I don't know what you call it. But now telling me that Ashwaju is wrong. Ashwaji will determine who runs his government. My body language might say something else, my voice will say another. And let me say to you, Governor Makinde cannot tell any Nigerian that his role in G5, before the ascension of Ashwaji, what has changed? Because his minister was not chosen. So don't let us go there.
But on the other hand, Governor Fayose, should any PDP governor be pursuing presidential ambition while the party is deeply divided?
Sir, it is his choice. You know, anybody, if you have money, you
think this is about money?
Do you see a bricklayer becoming president of Nigeria? A carpenter or a shoemaker will now go through, with what will he go through the campaigns or his nomination? Don't let us fool ourselves. Governor Makinde has chopped your state money.
That's an allegation you cannot prove. Excuse me,
I'm standing here. I don't. My name is Ayodele Fayose.
That's an allegation.
I want to say this to you, and I want this to be. He forgets that when you are in government, a sitting governor, there is no governor, no president can walk through the offices of these governors and presidents without making mistakes. The people you had offended in the course of transactions will come up one day and tell stories about you. All the choice lands in Oyo State has been taken over by Governor Makide.
That's an allegation you cannot prove.
I stand here to say it. I said I should be sued.
Okay.
So he cannot be sued as a sitting governor. I can be sued. What are we talking about? I was a sitting governor. Now, I was the one that went to give Governor Makinde the red pen in Ogbomoso. I went there to stand in for the national chairman at the time. Let me say to you, those who forget yesterday will never have history to tell tomorrow. Those who forget, those that were part of the ascension will never have history to tell tomorrow. There was Diron Odeyemi. He wrote a piece on Governor Makinde. Governor Makinde would literally go and prostrate when Diron was a national officer. Governor Makinde has driven away almost everybody that was part of his ascension. But that is his problem. That's not mine. A tenure is coming to an end. We'll all be alive. Don't tell me, when you go to Baywood Estate in Ibadan, it's all Governor Makinde's interest.
That's an allegation you cannot prove.
I'm standing here. I said I will take responsibility for your station. Okay. And I'll stand here. We are not fools. We are politicians. We are governors. All he came to say about the president, but I did the truth. I beg, let everybody go and sit down.
But again, Governor Fayose, how do you convince young Nigerians that this isn't old guard politics, resisting new leadership?
There's no old guard politics.
And there are those who have said his presidential ambition threatens established power blocks.
I was
within the PDP.
In 1979, I was a young boy. Ajasin was the governor of Ondo State. He was 73. I'm sure you were never born. Ajasin.
Are you sure I was never born?
No, you are not born, for God's sake. 1973. 1979. Ajasin gave us holidays job, vacation job. 3 months, I worked in the Ministry of Works in Ondo State, Nobadishida Road. Understand? Jakonde was governor of Lagos State. Bola Ige was governor of both Oyo and Osun. At that point in time, when need became a need, even before that time, Awolowo in prison was called to come and be vice president of the world. Was that an antipathy to Action Congress? What was Obasanjo's, what was Awolowo's party at that time? After that, Bola Ige became the Attorney General of Obasanjo and Minister of Power. Is that an antipathy?
What is the Action Group? Action Group,
God bless you. So don't let us come and say what we don't know. You are all very young people. This country, we have followed it. I'm over 65 now. I'm an elder statesman.
Absolutely.
When I tell stories, I was a governor that fought through my governor. I had no godfather. Let nobody come and tell stories here. They're talking about Governor Yebanji a minute ago that I was doing anti-party. Yebanji has won election already.
You don't think
I
that's
am saying it
anti-party?
here. Governor Makinde came to my house. We were together. I told him, this governor is performing. Governor Makinde has destroyed all structures in Southwest. In Osun recently, somebody who did not obtain form of PDP became the candidate. The person that was alleged to kill Bola Ige at that time became the candidate of PDP in Osun. He did not obtain form. When I went to Osun to go and do Congress, Governor Makinde organized by the drivers union. What is this guy's name? To come and attack me. Governor Makinde eventually sent that guy to Agodi prison. He's in Agodi prison now. Governor Makinde is a small boy.
All right.
I beg of you.
But what would Governor Makinde need to do, or what does he need to
I can't
do
advise
for
him.
you to support
I'm
his
a Wike's
presidential
person.
ambition?
Please. I'm a Wike's person. I'm telling you, this national television. Anywhere Wike is where I am. I don't care.
I mean, politicians change every day. Change is constant.
Tomorrow, I've said this to you. I will never be a member of the APC.
Right.
And I've come publicly. Before you travel everywhere, your home state is number one. I am with Governor Yebanji. You understand? Take your party if you want to take your party. Where is the party even? I am with Asiwaju nationally. Whether he has done anything for me or not. It's not about getting what you can get
So
now.
you accept that you're no longer a member of the PDP?
PDP cannot work without us. You don't do anything. PDP.
But you just said there is no party when it comes to PDP. How do you wish your party bad
There
and
are
still claim that you're a member
there are
of the
matters
party?
before the court. The Makinde faction has gone to do an illegal convention, which was not supervised or attended by INEC. We obeyed the court order for the Federal High Court. Let me tell you one simple story that will interest you. Governor Makinde's side, by Governor Makinde, when you know it's illegal, one Justice Akintola, Marima Chop George, gave them that order knowing fully that State High Court is not supposed to have jurisdiction over such matters. When he realized that he has goofed, and INEC came to the court and filed before him that we cannot obey your order, the man quickly struck out INEC. So on what substrate, on what grounds is he passing his judgment? Till today he has not passed it. He only created a window for them to go and do the convention. Now they went to a Federal High Court to come and validate them. The Federal High Court in Oyo State was there before. You didn't go there because Makinde controls the court in the State High Court. Who is fooling who? And because there are so many cases on, nobody can lay claim to PDP. That was what I was telling you. Okay. In due course, the court will educate on what led to what. When a court gives an order, whether a useless order, you are bound to wait.
So while we wait for the outcome of those cases, would you support a genuine reconciliation process?
There's no reconciliation that can take care of this. PDP is down. The umbrella is no more there. That's the truth. Don't let us come here and deceive anybody. How can PDP that used to control 28 governors now have 4 governors? The 4 governors, 2 of them are skeletal friends of Governor Makinde.
All right.
Did you see them on national television talking? I'm asking you a question. Which of the governors I don't want to mention their names. You said 4 governors. Apart from Governor Bala and Governor Makinde, which of the other governors are on the television talking about them? That's why you will know that there's nothing called a PDP under Makide's
All right, Governor Fayose, sadly we're out of time, but if you do not run away in 2026, we're hopeful that we have more of these conversations, national conversations and security. Thank you so much for speaking with us tonight.
My pleasure.
Former Governor Ayodele Fayose, former Governor of Ekiti State. Thank you so much for your time. All right. Thank you for your time and compliments of the season. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But before we go, let's tell you that the views and reactions of our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Meanwhile, you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode at 12:30 a.m. Get in touch with us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG and at Olajumokedebu using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News NG. I am Olajumoke Olatuji. Good night, everyone. Compliments of this evening.